Dephemerember is done and dusted, and I've modified my journal. Here's a flip through for you. Hi, it's Lee here. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, thanks to everyone who followed me through the Dephemerember challenge and left all the wonderful comments. Really appreciate that. Some of them nearly had me in tears with what they said. Thank you. You know who you are. The ones who left the comments, that really moved me. But thanks a lot, guys. Alright, it's that time, and you might be looking at my book and thinking, what's this? This looks nothing like the folder that you saw me working in throughout the month. And the truth of the matter is, I couldn't get it closed. So I thought I'll make a little adjustment. So I've changed it from a folder to just a book with the rings on it. And I cut down the front and the back, cut off all these bits here, look. So yeah, that was the side, the thing that held it closed. And the bottom of the cover. Yeah, so that's the way it looks now. And then I've just created this tie out of a piece of, just a bit of this, bit of chiffon or something, and put a little bead on the end. So it's time for a little flip through. I hope you will enjoy this. So just a little walk down memory lane, so to speak. So first thing you'll notice is Effie's gone from inside the cover, but never fear, Effie is in the middle. Right, whoops, right there. So that's where I'm keeping the prompt list. So that's going in there. I'm just having it out for the moment so I can remember exactly what the prompts were in some instances. So my book's out of order. No real reason for doing that. It was just easier. Some pages sat better together. Alrighty, so I hope the light's okay. I've got a lot of sun coming in on the desk and I've got the blind down. So this one was Magical Creature, the 13th of December, so that was prompt number 7. Let's just let the motorbike go past. You can always guarantee it. Yeah, so I made that out of a box that my new cutter came in, my paper cutter. And it had that window in it, so I thought I'd take advantage of that. So that was my Magical Creature, my fairy with dragonfly wings, and she's got antlers. Okay, so I'll turn the book around this way now and go on. Okay, so this was day 1, and that was a butterfly and 3 torn things. So I'll just take this out because that's a different day. So that was day 1, and I made this multi-pocket envelope, multi-pocket pocket, I guess, out of an envelope. So that was day 1. There's my butterfly. And on the same page, what I thought I'd just put in here was the forgotten snacks. This was made from just a piece of paper, and then I covered it in a few things that Di had sent me, and that I took off a packet of sugar-free raspberry chews that gave me a dose of diarrhea because I've forgotten, if you eat the whole packet, it goes through you. Alright, Salvaged Birds was the second one. So I made this little journaling spot here, and all these birds were leftovers from other projects, and an envelope on the front there. Okay, so this one, day 5, or prompt 5, the kintsugi houses, that was for the 12th of December. So I made this belly band with my little kintsugi houses that open out. It'd be better if you could actually see what I'm showing you. There's a belly band there, and the whole page here is a pocket. So there's Effie. This one was Halloween meets Christmas. So I made a pocket and This was going to sit in the pocket, but it ended up being too big. So I made it as a separate tag, as like an overlay. So that's my Halloween family with their creepy Christmas tree. A little Effie. It's about time I noticed. Sorry about that. So Effie there. So I put happy hello mass. Now this one was one of my favourites. So it is spaghetti box window. So it's the 15th prompt. Second last one. What I have here is just a piece of cardboard from a shoebox. Made a scrappy window on the front of an old Christmas postcard that opens out. Got a journaling spot there. And then when you lift up this was actually the spaghetti box, that portion there. That was spaghetti box window. This one was D13, a friendship bracelet, that's right. So that was my little image of the boy from the Depression years, and this heart that was on the packaging that came from dye. I just taped that on. I've taped it down, but excuse me. The whole idea is that this swings away so you could write on the back of it. So that's that one. It's lost its clip. I wondered where this came from. So that was one of my favourites. I've held on to that image for a long time, waiting for an opportunity to use it. Okay. This one was plaid and polka dots, please touch. I looked up the original meaning of the word plaid, and it was blanket. So I thought I'm going to make a blanket for my recycled fairy. Yes, so this was made by putting watercolours onto a piece of hand towel, paper hand towel, and then I stitched all over the hand towel with the sewing machine, and then wet it and then pulled it apart, so it was like this wholly sort of texturized piece of, I don't know what you'd call it, watch the video. Paper lace, some people call it, which I made as a blanket for my fairy to live under. So my polka dots were the dots that I painted onto the paper in the first place, and then I added these ones here and turned them into flowers. So this one obviously is my recycled fairy. So she is made up of another piece of this stuff here that I made at the same time. I made her wings out of that. Oops, she's got a broken wing. Yeah, that was a bit of rust-dyed cloth that Di had sent to me. The string that was around the packaging she sent, that was a piece that she put in the envelope. Up here was a purple flower that she had included. That was a piece of my own artwork. So yeah, I put it all together to make her on the front of a journaling card, and that's a recycled. Well, that's a recycled piece of artwork because it was a eco print that didn't quite work out very well, but so she lives there underneath her blanket. So this one, me and my crush, this was the very last project that we did. So I made some crushed paper flowers, and they're on a belly band. Nature's Treasure. So this one I just used a whole heap of things that remind me of what Mother Nature can serve up to us. And that is a fold out. So it's a journaling spot. This is one of my favourites, but unfortunately not very popular with my viewers for some reason. Selfie in a Bubble. So this one I made from a CD case, and inside there, I probably should have left this loose, but anyway, there's a picture of a lady. This was one that Di sent to me, and when I was opening the parcel up and I saw that, I jokingly said, oh, there's a photo of me. So when I saw Selfie in a Bubble was one of the prompts, I thought, well, I'm going to use that piece, that that I said was me. I jokingly said it was me. And it's actually a picture of a lady sitting in a basket and it's floating in the ocean. So all these things here are bits and pieces that Di sent to me. Okay. Then we have the mushroom robot. So that was a watercolour mushroom that I painted myself. He has movable arms and legs. And he's got a clock up on his head. He has an abacus because he's old-fashioned robot. He works everything out on his abacus. He's also a tuck spot, so bits can go in there. And that's an envelope. Okay, this one I really love. This is one of my favourites. So clocks and wings. So it opens out. It's a journaling spot. And that was a butterfly that I printed on a piece of acetate. And the last one I've got to show you is vintage meets modern. So I have a piece of a vintage handkerchief on there that I've put onto an envelope. And that sits behind this pocket with a scene of a family, probably from the late 19th century, having a picnic or something in the garden. Vintage safety pin. And that is a piece of embroidery off a wedding dress. Okay, so that's the book. So slightly more manageable, but I do find, as I said, when I've done these other journals, I probably won't do one of these again. Maybe I should have just bought a folder. That probably would have been easier. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed watching the videos, and if you want to go back and have a look at them, they're all in a playlist. I'll put a link to that in my video description box. But that is it for Dephemerember for 2023. And guess what? Junk Journal January kicks off in a day or so. So I've been getting my things ready, and I'm not doing totally collage like I was I've done, the last couple of years. I'm going to be doing more mixed media art journal style this year. I'm going to have a basic palette of a blue, a yellow and a red, so they're the colours that I've picked. I didn't pick an ultramarine blue or anything like that. I've gone for turquoise, and that's just some of the colours I was able to make by adding white and mixing the three colours together. So I've got that, and on my desk I've got a lot of my things such as pencils and crayons, that sort of stuff, all ready to go. And I've got to show you something. So if you happen to watch the video where I made this book, you might think it looks a little bit different. So that's my prompt list I made as a bookmark. What I did was I took it apart and I restitched the signatures in, but I put them a little bit further apart because I think it will help the book to sit flatter when I'm working on it. And what I've also done is I've added in a couple of extra pages. So in each signature, I've added a piece of watercolour paper and a piece of mixed media paper. So that's given me an extra 8 pages in each signature. So we have a total of, what did we have before? 36, so I've got an extra 24, so I've now got 60 pages all up. So that leaves me with the ability to make like a double spread whenever I feel like it, or if I feel like it, and just to have that as pages up my sleeve in case something happens. Alrighty, so that kicks off in about 36 hours. So we'll see you then for day 1, which is resolutions. So I look forward to having you with me on that little journey. Alrighty, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment box. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I look forward to seeing you soon in my Junk Journal January videos. And thanks again for all your support throughout Dephemerember. So in the meantime, Happy New Year and hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!